Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today you all are going to get to see our mommy and daddy's date night away. And here you can see my little helper helping me pack. She doesn't get to come this trip, which it does not happen very often, but she loves just watching us pack and helping me. So we are actually going to get to go to a concert outside, so we are packing lots of very warm clothes. So make sure that you hit that red subscribe button. I hope you enjoy and maybe get some inspiration for a night away for you and your family. So as you can see, we had to switch from the small suitcase to the big suitcase because all of those winter clothes are just so bulky. So the next morning, we packed up the rest of our clothes. I put on something cute but comfy to travel in because we were gonna go to dinner before we got ready for the concert. Love you. You gonna miss mommy? Are you gonna have fun?
Oh, we've got things planned. Cat, you got lots to pack. Now that
I
you're
love
back to
you.
being the only pet in the
I
house.
love you.
The only fur baby in the house.
You be good, okay? I love you. I
So
love
here to
you.
see what Danny's doing. We love you, Mommy.
Bye, baby. So we didn't even get off our road and had to turn back around for coupons and tennis shoes. Take 2 of our trip. Thank you.
How are you two? Going on a trip. Garth Brooks. Alrighty.
Well, as we get to travel, Lacey gets to have a weekend with her Sissy K and her Nana. She loves spending time with them. They spoil her rotten. Look at this view. These mountains are beautiful. I love going to Tennessee just because I get to see this view. There's no other place like this. Stop number 1. Time for some gas and some road snacks. And it's awesome having a husband that will get out and pump gas for you. Hey, he's so cute. But it's gonna be interesting to see what he brings back. It's always untelling what he will bring back, but we got some chips and some candy, so we are ready to continue this little trip.
Fruit snacks!
Alright, Maui. First off on the list was to have dinner, and we actually got to go to Main Event. This one is in Knoxville because that's where we went for the night. That's where the concert was. And it's so awesome. They have bowling and they have laser tag and arcades and an obstacle course and pool tables and so many different things and activities that you can do. It's great for little families. It's great for a date night. It was so much fun to be a little competitive and just have some fun with my husband. It was really neat. You could take your picture and it will show up on the screen while you play your game of bowling. My husband is so competitive and he gets so aggravated whenever he doesn't do well, but it's still cute. They have so many options for dinner and appetizers and drinks and different little things. You actually can order it at your bowling lane and then they will bring it to you, and you can even get refills. They were really nice and really helpful. It was our first time there and they answered any question that we had. They kind of showed us around the place, so they were very friendly. We really enjoyed this place.
Y'all, look how yummy these things look. We might have to stay long enough to get a dessert. Y'all, this ain't fair.
And here's just an example of how those little pictures just pop up on your screen. We laughed so hard at these. While we were bowling, we just kind of got appetizers. And then we wanted to get dinner before we went to the hotel and then went on to Neyland Stadium. So it was really fun because we got to play pool while we waited on our food, and our table was right beside the pool table we were playing at. Obviously, I'm really not that great at pool, but I still had fun.
Take two.
What'd you think about it? The main event.
It was awesome.
No, really.
No, it was really pretty cool.
What was your favorite part?
Bowling until it cheated me, and then pool was pretty fun because you knocked the balls off the table.
You did too?
I know.
You try to get fancy.
Burgers was good.
The food was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the appetizers, they were really good.
Yep.
But I definitely would recommend it.
for all your kids' parties.
It was really fun though. Alright, so now what are we doing?
Going to the hotel. Going to see Garth. There's your fake Mexican food.
Chewy. I love Chewy's though.
Terrible.
It is not terrible.
I'd rather have Taco Bell.
No. I love Chewy's. Their jalapeno ranch dip.
I don't really remember much except for those people making those tortillas on that flat thing.
That means they're homemade.
Doesn't mean it's good.
Yes, it is.
Not all homemade stuff is good, trust me.
Are you saying my cooking's not good?
No, not necessarily you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. So, we can't find the Hilton. So, we decided to call the hotel. And they can't really tell us exactly how to get to where they're located. So, they're sending their Hilton van driver to the parking lot that we're sitting in so that we can follow him to the hotel. But props to Hilton for being so considerate and friendly. So let's just, wait for the Hilton van.
Hilton dude.
Here he comes to save the day. Y'all, this is so embarrassing.
Hey. All right, we'll be fine.
Thank you.
But really, it was so hard to find this hotel. I had no idea you actually had to go through where you would drop off to go to the terminals to even get to this hotel. This hotel was so nice, and if you ever have to fly out of Knoxville, I highly recommend staying at this hotel. It actually is connected to the terminals at the airport. So now it's time to get ready for the concert, and like I said, lots and lots of warm clothes.
Y'all, look at this view from our room. Lacey would love this. This is when I miss her a lot. But we can see planes coming in and out and leaving, and it's just so awesome. Okay, so the look for tonight is not cute, but warm. And I have leggings under these pants, repping the Morehead Eagles, and 2 pairs of socks on. Let's go rock out to some Garth.
I've never seen Garth Brooks in concert. I highly recommend it. When me and my husband got together, I wasn't really a big fan. I mean, I knew some of his songs. He took me to one concert and I was hooked. By the next concert, I knew every word to every song. When I was growing up, we really didn't listen to a lot of Garth Brooks. It was more, Kiss and Prince and things. So Garth Brooks was a little new to me. But it is awesome. It's jammed packed with so much action. He doesn't quit entertaining.
Okay, so story time. Trying to get to a concert to find parking, and it is like bumper to bumper all over the place. And so we try 2 different parking lots, and it's like, oh, do you have a permit? No. Can we buy one? They're sold out. So they're like, I really don't know where you'll find parking at this point in time. So our next plan was, there was a hospital close by, and instead of driving the 15 minutes back to the hotel, we just parked in the hospital visitor parking lot, and got a lift. And so, funny story, our Lyft driver, his mom, was from Pikeville, which is like 30 minutes away from us. So that was pretty neat. But, so we get to the concert, missed most of the opening act, but got to hear the one song that we wanted to hear from him, so that was awesome. And then 15 minutes later, Garth was on, and it was awesome. Then we get out. Crazy. Trying to get another lift. It took us about 10 minutes to get a lift, and then it took us about 25 minutes to get back to the hospital. But, so that was a fun adventure, and good thing it didn't really get too cold. Didn't have to wear the jacket, but definitely ended up with scarf, hat, and gloves on. But all in all, it was a good night. So it's time to get ready for bed and get ready for day 2 of Mommy Daddy date day, or date weekend. So, day 2. What's the plans for today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
What are we doing for breakfast?
Duck donuts.
And
The
then,
best donuts ever.
and then what are we
Even
doing?
above pantry shelf.
What are we doing after Duck Donuts?
Dollywood. Before the Christmas light come on, because we can't go without the baby.
We're not gonna do it without Lacey. We're just gonna go ride some rides that we can't ride if the baby's with us. So, day 2, starting out pretty great.
We love Dollywood, and this was actually our first time together just with us since the baby is born. But if you've not been, they do pick you up with a tram at different spots throughout the parking lot, and they will drop you off right at the front gate. And here is just a little look at what Dollywood looks like right when you walk in. It is so cute. And they're playing little country music, and it was Christmas music at this time because they were starting to decorate for Christmas, which was so beautiful. We didn't really look at a lot of them because we will be coming back in a couple of weeks with the baby, so be looking forward to that video coming up. got to ride was the new roller coaster Lightning Rod, and it had to be shut down as soon as we got in line. There was something that happened with the rider that they had to just kind of shut it down and clean up a bit. So, a funny story, Mr. Hammonds has never been able to ride this. It's always been temporarily closed every time he tries to ride this ride. They even have a bald eagle sanctuary inside of the park. We got to spot at least 5. They are hard to spot sometimes, but you hear them talking to each other throughout the park sometimes. It's really neat. Ride is our favorite, the Wild Eagle.
Yeah, so by far, my favorite ride in Dollywood. What do you think about it?
It was fun.
It was fun.
Wasn't too cold.
I thought I was going to lose my shoes.
Ah,
That'd be good.
bah.
But it wasn't really that cold. I was surprised. Maybe we can ride the Lightning Rod later.
Yeah, somebody quit getting their face busted.
Now what are we gonna do? Dragonfly.
This part of the park is actually new. It just opened this year. It's called the Wildwood Grove, and it's so cute. It has so many little kids rides, and they had a little indoor play area that looks so awesome. We're gonna let Lacey try to play in it next time we can. So we actually are gonna ride one of the little kid roller coasters, and because we've never rode it yet, so I'm kind of excited about it.
Okay, so that was kind of awesome. Like, even though it's a little kid ride, it went really fast though.
It did go fast.
But I think Lacey will like it whenever she finally gets like big enough. She's gonna be a wildcat.
She's crazy. She's a crazy bug.
Yes. Okay, so let's go see if Lightning Rod's still temporarily closed.
It's gonna be.
Of course, in Dollywood, you have to stop and get some of the cinnamon bread that they make homemade every day. The line is usually out like at least 50 yards outside the door. It is so good and so popular in the park.
Lightning Rod. Take 2.
Horse rides, take 1.
Lightning Rod, look at this hair. Wild.
We headed home, we got to stop and eat at Puckett's restaurant. It's actually new. It's only been open for about 3 months. It was so yummy. I got the Nashville cheesesteak, and it was actually brisket with barbecue sauce and cheese sauce. It was so good. Thank you all for watching our video. I hope that you enjoyed it and got some smiles and laughs and some good ideas for a little weekend getaway for you and your family. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment what was your favorite part, and click that red subscribe button. Bye y'all.